So I want to talk to you guys about something right quick. I have noticed that I really don't have a lot of people around me that think like I think. Like I got a lot of people that are spiritualists. I got a lot of people that started a business, but when it comes to understanding how to grow a business and what to do to sustain it, I don't really have a lot of those. And I find myself being in conflicted situations where somebody gets telling me that I need to chill out, I need to relax, I need to stop working so hard. But then I'm looking at them like, but you live with your mama. And I'm not trying to shit on anybody else's situation and say that you ain't got nothing, you can't tell me shit. But at the end of the day, you really can't. Because if you're not doing the things that I'm doing, if you're not in the same world that I'm in, if you're not pushing forth with what it is you want to do when it comes to your brand and really doing the work, besides just doing the bare minimum, you can't tell me shit. Because it goes back to because I've been doing too much, because I have been putting in the work, because I've been showing up every fucking week, I've been getting bookings. I've been getting people reaching out to me. I have been getting more views on what it is that I got going on. I have been getting more attention. So because of course I'm getting more attention by me putting myself out there, ultimately what's going to happen is people are going to decide, hey, I want to go ahead and book you. I see what you've been doing. I've been watching you because you have been consistently doing it. There have been many a times where I have seen people who have, in my mind, who are probably better than me when it comes to what I do, whether that's photography or videography. But because of the fact that I'm out here every day posting something, showing something, editing something, then I get the job because the other person didn't post anything. And then when I go to ask, hey, why aren't you posting more? I don't have time. Right? And then there's nothing to say that this is the only way that you can actually get bookings because, of course, there is word of mouth. People can be able to say, hey, you know what? I see you. I know what you've been doing. And you can also go to networking events and you can be able to really meet people in person. But if I can reach out to way more people online, why am I not using that? And it's free. I don't have to leave out of my house. I can just stay here and make the content or edit the video or edit the picture and show my process, show how it's done, and then people will decide if they want to work with me or not. Then ultimately, when I get those bookings and I have more money saved up as my funds, then I can go ahead and invest in some ad space, boost a post or two. So when I hear people say, slow down, you're doing too much, it's okay to take a break. I don't want to hear that shit. And I'm not telling you to tell me to keep pushing myself, but at the end of the day, if you're not where I'm at, I don't want to hear that. You need to be saying, hey, I see you. Now let's go ahead and simplify it. Let's go ahead and automate it. Let's go ahead and make it easier for yourself. Right? Like, help me. Help my business. Don't tell me what to do to slow down in my business when my business is paying my bills. When you, just the other day, were trying to figure out how you can get like me, to get more bookings like me. And I'm never going to glorify the struggle because I've done that. I've done that in a place where I wanted to be this story so bad of I've gone through so many heartaches and I've shared that story so many times to where it was my identity. But then it's also okay to not have to always give that story because at the end of the day, granted, yes, people will attach themselves to your story because it touches their heart. It touches their head. It touches their emotions. But I also need you to know that even if this story didn't happen, I'm still going to make some shit shake. I'm not depending on me being on a down ass time for me to decide that this isn't the life that I want. It still can be done through me. I still have the control. But people don't want to talk about that. People don't want to talk about, hey, you're the reason why you're in this situation, right? But instead, they want to look at everybody else and tell them, hey, you're doing too much. But at the end of the day, you wish you could do this just like me. You wish you could be in my same shoes and think the same way that I think right now. But you don't want to admit that. So that's where I'm at right now when it comes to this. I get a lot of people all day long telling me, hey, you're doing too much. You're doing a lot. I see you moving. You're the jack of all trades. Like, no, the fuck I'm not. I've done that before. Then I realized I need to go ahead and be right here. Right here, I'm a media person. I am a media agency. Then I have other brands that allows me to just be free and just create content. I don't have to be the media person there. But this is the one that I really have to study. This is the one that I really have to practice. The other brands that I have, just get in front of a camera and do something. And then edit them and that's it. And post it and make it work. The content is paying for itself. having multiple revenues. You see what I'm saying? But people don't want to talk about that. They want to tell you what you should do. But they're not in your shoes. They're not starting a business and really taking it out of the hobby phase. They can't even make sure that the LLC is paid for every year. Let's talk about it. So when you come at the next person who's in business, who has been doing business for a long period of time, who is posting content pretty fucking frequently, don't you dare tell them that they're doing too much. You don't know what they had to do to get up to where they at right now. The reason why I'm doing too much is because I have to. So it's not a maybe situation. This is I need to make this happen. Because if I don't eat. Because if I don't, my bills don't get paid. If I don't, I got to be homeless again. So when you tell somebody, stop, you're doing too much, take a break, sometimes your body gets tired, and let me just say that I do pause. Okay? When my body is tired, I understand and I am aware, and I say, you know what? I'm taking a break today. And I do that. But that doesn't mean that I'm taking a break the next day, and the next day, and the next day. I don't need a whole lot to take the break, but I understand when my body says, all right, we're up here again. We can move on to the next thing. Let's go. Let's make it happen. I got to be ready. I got to be ready to move. And I am. Because it has to happen. It has to get done. So with that being said, if anybody else decide to tell you that they're doing too much, tell them go kick rocks. Go find something better to do. Don't come fuck with you.